Welcome back to the Recovery Channel. I'm Brian Ariel, Treatment Director of the Outpatient Recovery Program at Applied Care Services. Thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to talk a little bit about expectations versus reality. And you might be thinking to yourself, what the heck do you mean by that? Well, this is what I mean. I'm going to explain it, of course. So expectations, sometimes in recovery and in life, our expectations outstrip what can really be achieved, right? So we might think we can achieve or do more than what we can. And reality sometimes comes in and smacks us and says, nope, not possible. You don't have the capacity to do that. How do we balance our expectations with the reality of the situation we might find ourselves in? That's the more important question. So if we're in initial recovery, we might have an expectation that in 30 days, everything's going to be fine. I'm going to be able to return to work. I'm going to be able to go back to school. I'm going to get a house. I'm going to buy a truck. I'm going to have a family. I'm going to raise my kids and everything's going to be great. But reality is addiction or mental health, our symptoms have been around. It just didn't start overnight, right? It took time for us to build into our addiction. It took time sometimes for our mental health to get out of control. And sometimes it takes a while for us to get back on track. And our expectations are we'll just bounce back just like that. No problem. It'll be fine. But reality is that we've acquired this disorder. And it's something we have to work through. And we have to put in the work. We can't just expect to go sit in a group and not participate and everything's fine. You know, I'm sober and that's cool, right? That's all that was needed, right? I just quit using and next thing I know, everything's good, right? Wrong, not really. Because what we've also gotten is some maladaptive behavioral traits that we've picked up along the way. And those is what we've been living our life in. And our expectation to change our behavior and our patterns overnight or even a short period of time is just not realistic. It doesn't balance with reality. And some people will tell you the only thing that you have to change is everything. Well, I don't like that because no, you don't have to change everything about your life because there are some things that work and that work really well. And there's some things that maybe we're doing that aren't working, that are keeping us stuck in where we are at. So balancing our expectation versus reality, and then also looking at what am I able to accomplish? What are my capacities versus what are my limitations? So maybe right now I can't go back to school because I can't handle the stress. And if I were to go back to school, it might cause me to relapse because I haven't developed the skills to cope with life on life's terms. So all these goals, all these expectations, they're not bad things. They're just not balanced in reality. We want a quick fix and we want it now. That's not realistic. That doesn't balance out in our capacity and what we can really achieve. So remembering to balance our expectations with reality of the things that we can do and our capacities will help us continue on in our recovery, not only for substance use, but also mental health. So hopefully we can balance our expectations and kind of get to a realistic expectation of possibly like, well, I'm going to just work on being sober for the next 30 days and then I'll gradually increase my stress. That's one way to do it. And that's usually a better way, is graduating into more stressful situations as you have the capacity to cope with those things as they come. So the biggest thing is have, I guess, low expectations initially and then work into them, right? As you grow and as you find more ways to cope and more ways to manage and balance your life, recovery, not only from a substance use, but also mental health, will get better. And remember, you don't have to do this alone, right? You can get an arms worker, an ILS worker, a counselor, a therapist, and all those services are available to you. And if not, give us a call. Here at Applied Care Services, we have multiple services. We have in-home therapy, we have ARMS, we have addiction, we have a work treatment program. And if you're interested in any of those services, there'll be a link below to our website where you can check out and see everything that Applied Care Services has to offer. And drop us a line. We'd like to hear from you. You can see us on our Facebook and you can say, hey, what can I do? What can you guys help me with? Or what are my needs? Here are my needs. This is what I need. Give us a call, drop us an email. We'd love to hear from you. And we can see how you can fit into the services, multiple services that we have. But remember, we have to balance our expectations with reality. We're here to help you. And we're here to partner with you and to get you through those times to help you manage those. So don't forget, we have multiple services here. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next week. This is Brian Ariel with the Outpatient Recovery Program at Applied Care Services. Be well and be safe.